Hi, I'm Deborah Roth from Spirited Living and a delighted member of the Wellness Universe. If you are watching this video there, you know all about it and why I've been delighted to be connected with them for the last year and a half or so. If you're not watching it there, definitely check them out at thewellnessuniverse.com. It's a wonderful community of wellness practitioners of all kinds of resources. It's the gift that keeps giving. So if you are interested in mind, body, spirit, wellness, and wholeness, definitely just dive into the Wellness Universe website and find all of the really gifts that are available there. So what I've been doing with them since the beginning of 2021 is creating these spiritual energy themes every month. They are based loosely on where the sun in the sky in astrology is, what zodiac sign that it's in. And last month, for instance, we looked at Gemini because the sun was moving through the sign of Gemini. And we looked at our creative communication and how we think and how we communicate, how we express ourselves to people that are important to us, both personally and professionally. This month, our theme, Creating Supportive Environments, is based on the fact that the sun has moved into Cancer, which it did around June 20th. That was actually the summer solstice. And we always know that the summer solstice is when the sun moves into Cancer. And it will stay there until it moves into Leo on July 22nd. And so during this whole period, starting, and we're at the point that this video is being presented, we're about halfway through that season. So you've been in that energy, in that supportive, nurturing energy of Cancer since, for 2 weeks, and you got another 2 weeks to play with some of the ideas I'm gonna suggest to you here. Now, the sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon. Every sign in astrology is ruled by a different planet, or the sun or the moon or whatever. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. I happen to be a Cancer, so I'm a moon baby. I am loving where I am right now. I won't turn it to see, but this is perfect for what we're doing today. I actually am at a friend's house and there's a swimming pool right there, which is relevant to what we're doing because Cancer is a water sign. And I love that in the Northern Hemisphere, Cancer falls during the summer when we're really looking for lakes and beaches and oceans and rivers and places to run to, especially now since we've been cooped up for the last year and a half and couldn't really do a lot of those wonderful watery summer things last summer. So the moon represents our emotions, our intuition. It's and being a water sign, and the other two water signs are Pisces and Scorpio, and they all in some way or another have to do with being able to dive into our depths and to find the pearls of wisdom that exist there. Our deepest feelings, our intuitive hits. How do we just instinctually know what to do, or how can we read people deeply? Cancer really highlights that this month, and which can come in really handy because it can make you very sensitive and attuned to the things that are happening under the surface of the water, so to speak. So during this Cancer season, it also allows us to be sensitive about that, and Cancer is the sign of the home, where we feel most at home, where we feel most safe and supported. And the moon in your astrology chart, if you've ever seen it or if you've ever had it done, represents the home. It represents the mother, how we nourish ourselves, how we nurture ourselves, how we take care of ourselves, and of course others. But we have to start with ourselves first, what I call sacred self-centeredness. So the moon Cancer energy is what really informed my coming to this creative, supportive, and environments theme for the month. And the theme every month is going to be particularly highlighted around the new moon in that particular sign. So this month it's a new moon in Cancer, which occurs on July 8th. And I've been doing my women's circles, my new moon circles for women for 20 plus years. And this month, this Cancer new moon, we will actually be creating sacred space at home. We'll be talking about ways to do that. So I'll give you some of those ideas here. You're certainly welcome to join us. Just go, check out my Facebook page or my website, spiritedliving.com. Look at my profile, please, on Wellness Universe, because that's got lots of great information there. And even if you can't make it to that, I'll give you some ideas today about how you can create sacred space at home. Because that ultimately is all about creating a nurturing, supportive environment for us to do our best, to be the best in our relationships. And then also the other piece that we'll do is look at how we can bring that idea into our work environment, into the offices, into our offices, which many of us are starting to go back to. We're just eking out of, pandemic mindset. And it's a big deal. Not everyone, many of us will remain remote, but many people are starting to go back a day or two at the office. How can you create a supportive environment there? What is it that you can do that is professional, not kind of in your face, to encourage that sort of environment for you to do your best work? So first, let's take a look at what that means personally. A perfect way to embrace this watery, nurturing energy is to just get yourself to the beach, jump in the ocean, get to a mountain lake, go to a river, any kind of a waterfall. All of those places actually also are filled with what are called negative ions. They're just in the air, and they help to zap away free radicals, which are also all around us and which they say can cause cancer. So the negative ions that you find in places like mountain lakes, like the ocean, can revitalize your energy, your mood, uplift your spirit, help relieve anxiety. They can actually strengthen your immune system. So get to some watery environment, preferably with close family and friends. And if not, jump in the bathtub with your kids or with a significant other. And surround yourself, either in the bath or elsewhere, with aromatherapy, which of course you do with water, with maybe chamomile and lavender oil, which are both very nurturing, healing oils and essences. So play with that. And then cancer has to do with the home, and the moon has to do with creating a beautiful home. And that doesn't always mean making great meals. I'm a Cancer, and I'm okay about cooking, but it's not a passion. So think about creating some sort of really beautiful meal for the people that mean the most to you. And think about how you can, maybe over that meal, talk about your feelings. And there is, with the adults in your life, there are feelings assessments, a wonderful place to get it so that you can improve the language of how you express your feelings, is a site called the Center for Nonviolent Communication. And they have a feelings assessment there to give you more wherewithal to really be able to talk about and express your feelings more clearly. And then all the ways that you can make your house a sacred space. I always think about activating all of your senses. Have that aromatherapy lamp going. Maybe listen to some ocean music, ocean waves music, or get a if you can't afford a whirlpool, which I can't, and I live in a New York City apartment normally, but get a whirlpool attachment to your bathtub and create your own whirlpool right at home. Now, some of those ideas you can transfer into the office, and particularly the idea of creating sacred space at work. How do you make this really nurturing, lovely work environment? I often talk about, with my clients, creating a stealth altar, having just a drawer. If you don't feel like you can put candles or an aromatherapy lamp or that kind of thing on your desk, you could put a shell. There are things that you could put that represent your connection to your deep emotion. You can have pictures, obviously, the people that nurture you and that you nurture on your desk, a beautiful shell from a favorite beach. And you can also have, when I talk about a stealth altar, you can just keep some really special things that you might not feel comfortable professionally having on your desk, just in a drawer in your desk. Maybe keep a bottle of suntan lotion, is one of my favorites, is a way to just transport yourself to the beach, which we want to get that watery stuff going. So that's all the ideas that you can think about of how to create sacred space at home. Think about what you can do to bring that into the office. I always think about it in terms of how can you activate all your senses? How can you create visual things around you? You know, have quiet music playing that's nurturing and relaxing and supportive. Maybe there's things that you can play with, tactile things that calm you. That's what we want to do with this creative, supportive environments idea. And you can do that. I mean, our office, our home and our work offices have been pretty intertwined over the last year, but we are starting to come out, and some of those ideas are really transferable to a more official office, you know, in an office building if you're starting to go back there once or twice a day. The other idea is to think, for work-wise, is to think about planning a team retreat. It could just be, you know, a potluck dinner, but something, since we're starting to see each other again, something that really supports everyone that you work with in a powerful way, because of course that will just make you more effective as individuals, as a team working together. If it's kind of your thing, and if people are up for it and you're close enough, you could plan a spa day, you could plan a beach day, you could make a beautiful dinner for everyone. That's a very Cancerian, lovely thing to do that's kind of homey. So all of those ideas, think about how you want to embrace that, and then really allow yourself to just settle into whatever this creative, beautiful, supportive environment is that you've created, and see what bubbles up. So just take a minute to think about some of the ideas I've put out there, and see what resonates with you, and see how you can create some really maybe new and unexpected supportive environments, both at work and at home, for yourself this month. And then join me next month when we're back as the sun moves into Leo, and we'll be playing with the idea of play. How do we bring play into our lives and work? Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you then. Have a great month. Bye-bye.